And then there's Chip.
This is true. So then I go in, but I have this audition, and so I go in, and in those days I was singing Jackie from Jacques Brel. You guys all know that song. And if someday I should become a singer. But not only could I sing it, I could play it on the piano, so I would accompany myself, and it was just me being crazy. And Billy was screaming, "I hate that song, I hate that song." And I thought, like, I didn't know
the show. I just hate the song.
I hate that song. I don't want to hear that song ever again. But I didn't realize he was the director. I just thought he was some weird guy, you know, and the composer. I had no idea. I just thought he was a strange person in the room.
I was singing Jackie from Jacques Brel in those days, and sometimes playing it on the piano. And he said, "Stop playing the piano. Stop singing that song. I've heard it a million times. I don't want to hear it anymore. Stand on the piano, put your hands in your pockets, and sing Happy Birthday or something." Anyway, I got
the only credit I'll give myself. Not every 13-year-old could deal with Chip. You know, I mean, like that's, you know.
That discussion was a little complicated too. I remember that. That had to do with. I think that had to do with who sings "For Unlikely Lovers." Never mind. Never.
I can't hear Chip.
Well, I wasn't sure it was the right four people. That was a little. I had a little issue with "For Unlikely Lovers."
So you went to Andre.
I called Valjean Javert.
Wait a minute. During the show?
It's one of the worst mistakes historically ever made, I think, in Les Mis.
Wait, during what scene?
In the sewer, in the sewer where I was supposed to rob the, Marius.
You're Thenardier, right, Chip?
I turned over Valjean. It's my first night in the part. I turned over Valjean and I screamed, "Javert!" And everybody on stage, literally everybody on stage sat down. Marius, Alice Gemignani was playing at the show production. Everybody was laughing. The stagehands threw their headsets on the floor. It was the stuff of infamy. And I had no cover at all. My cover was simply, and then I just left. And I left. That was it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Easy, because he was he has a great heart. And I mean that seriously. And I think we all agree with that, except Chip. Probably Chip doesn't agree. He he'll argue it. Chip will argue about it.
Jason, I am agitado grande, Jason. I am quinus tutante and quinus appuente and me nauseatus and me vitrium oceanum dianum. Oh,
One of my favorite songs, "The Rape of Miss Goldberg."
I was just telling somebody I got mugged at knife point in Boston on the way to the theater, the Charles Street Playhouse, and I had a totally inappropriate response because I thought they wanted my autograph. And I started laughing. It was completely, and it was a really bad thing. And my response was to laugh. And that's so Bill saw that. I was with Susie, my wife, and we were in London, and I was flying back from Heathrow, and about like an hour out from Heathrow over the Atlantic, I'm sitting next to an engine that just blew up. I mean, it was a massive explosion, and I was sitting right next to it. And as I say in that thing I put on Facebook, I always thought I was a go-to guy in an emergency. And what I found out is that I had an instinct to remove my clothing. I have no idea why, but it seemed like the only thing I could control at that was, and the pilot he said engine number 3 came on about 20 minutes later. And the engine was gone. I mean, it was not there. 747. And he came on about 20 minutes later, and he said, the engine number 3 is offline. And the flight attendants were running up and down the aisle. I said, it's 35,000 feet offline. Or it's not just offline, it's in the ocean. I mean,
You know, so that was the experience, and I was absolutely petrified, but I'm still here.
Did you survive? Okay, good. I just want to make sure that
Yeah,
ending was.
I'm actually here. I got.
Danny, I don't ever remember an argument that I had with Chip that helped me in life.
And on that note,
You know, I gotta tell you though that Chip said to me when I had this email conversation with him a couple of years ago, he said, "Stephen almost killed me when I was yelling at you."
But I think the argument I have with Steve,
I
though,
love Stephen for that. And I love Chip for that too. So
the argument I have with Steve, though, is a little different. Michael had to pull us apart. It was over our respective ages, which is weird because I'm several years younger than Steve. And we had a bit of an argument in front of the New York Times about our ages.
We did indeed.
And all during rehearsal, Chip kept mentioning to me very, very quietly, you know, I'm really Marvin.
I had one problem.
He kept saying to me during rehearsal, you know, I'm Marvin. I am Marvin.
But, you know, I didn't know. I had to ask Bill what Wizard Going Down was all about. That's the argument. You see, I just want to make people cry. I mean, that's what I'm after, right? So it's complicated, and we all live within our own ridiculous brains. But
Everybody into the kitchen. Here comes Marvin, lovely Marvin. Stop. I know you better than me. Stop. Go do something. L'chaim. L'chaim.
this song is totally out of my head. This is like watching my life in 3D. Watching you has been unbelievable. I can't imagine a space thing. I'm so honored to do this, man. Come on, sure. All right, here we go. This is in case, I didn't know Marvin Going Down meant that he was gay. I thought he was going to Florida. I literally, Billy had to tell me what I was singing about. I literally didn't know. We're close. We're close.
Good, yes, no?
Part 2. It's queer, Mr. Marvin. Whoops. Strange, Mr. Marvin. Now your ex-wife's eager glories, coupled with her tragic story, moves me in unreported ways.
She's a very good woman. She's a wonderful woman.
Do you mind that? She was here to speak of Jason, and I find that. I hope Jason acts out more, because there's a few more things we need to explore.
She's home.
She did? Yes. Oh, God. Oh, I feel so much better already. Right. Yeah, okay. And going on. Was she a vicious woman? Did she beat the child?
No.
Did she ever drive you wild?
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Never. 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 Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
No. No. No.
Was she faithful? The objective? She was faithful.
Yes.
And the last, a caress was.
Cares.
You be careful.
Yeah, careful not to show she cares.
Okay, so you weren't prepared for the crying and the screaming
And the beating of the breast.
breast. What? Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm off.
You know, well, what gives with you today? You know, I don't mean to be rude.
No. Does she sleep in the nude?
No, she
That does not sleep nude. All right. Going on. Did you like that? Would you change it if she knew you didn't like that? Did she wear a negligee? Could you blow? And it would blow away. That's a little I don't mean to interfere. I would like to make that very clear. Cut it out! He's going down.
Can you see that?
You know how few left-handed bakers there are?
Can I put a Tony Award on this one?
For who?
I'm not, I'm not bitter about it in any
This is the
way.
wishful. This is
So when was
Can I just say
No, go
one thing
ahead.
about that? Is that I didn't actually know, because the show's kind of abstract. It's like to me, it's like a fever dream or something. I don't know. But I actually, this is terrible, and I'm going to admit this. I'm going to admit this publicly. I didn't know that Marvin was gay. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. And Bill, I think Bill took me. He said, Chip, I don't think you're getting what the show's actually is about. Okay. And so there's a song in there about called Wizard Going Down, and I thought Wizard Going Down is the name of the song. I said like, well, yeah, but I mean, where's he going? I mean, like, I thought like to Florida.
I think we should have thought to Florida. I think we should have thought he was going to Florida.
It was horrifying.